Have you ever wondered if it's okay to drink water while eating? This question, seemingly so simple, has sparked a myriad of debates worldwide. A common myth that has been passed down through generations suggests that sipping water during meals might just be the culprit interfering with our digestion. This age-old belief has its roots deep in the realm of health and wellness. It claims that drinking water while eating dilutes our stomach acids, making it harder for the body to break down food. This, in turn, is said to cause a slow and inefficient digestion process, leading to an array of health issues such as bloating, indigestion, and even weight gain. Now that sounds pretty serious, doesn't it? But before we start rethinking our dining habits, it's crucial to ask, is there any truth to this? Can a simple act of drinking water really meddle with our body's intricate digestive process? Let's dive into the science behind it. To understand the impact of drinking water while eating, we first need to understand what happens when we eat. The process of digestion is a beautifully orchestrated sequence that begins the moment food graces our lips. As the aroma of food wafts through the air and the flavors burst on our tongue, our mouth takes the lead role in the initial stage of digestion. Saliva, our unsung hero, springs into action. It's not merely a lubricant to help us swallow our food. It contains enzymes such as amylase and lipase that initiate the breakdown of starches and fats right in our mouth. As we chew, our food transforms into a soft bolus, ready to journey down the esophagus, a muscular tube leading to the stomach. The esophagus uses a series of muscular contractions, a process known as peristalsis, to propel the bolus into the stomach. The stomach, a muscular bag-like organ, is where things get really interesting. It secretes gastric juice, a potent cocktail of hydrochloric acid, enzymes, and mucus. This acidic environment is crucial for the activation of pepsin, a key enzyme that breaks down proteins into smaller peptides. The churning action of the stomach muscles further aids in the mechanical breakdown of food, turning it into a semi-liquid substance called chyme. The chyme then slowly empties into the small intestine, where the majority of nutrient absorption occurs. Here, additional enzymes from the pancreas and bile from the liver continue the process of breaking down our food into its most basic components: simple sugars, amino acids, and fatty acids. These small molecules are then absorbed through the intestinal wall and into our bloodstream to be used by our body. The leftover undigested food moves into the large intestine, or colon, where water and electrolytes are absorbed, and the remaining waste is eventually excreted. Now that we understand the basics of digestion, we can explore how water might affect this process. Water is essential for our bodies, but what role does it play in digestion? This, my friends, is a question that often pops up in the realm of health and nutrition. So let's dive right in and quench that curiosity. Imagine your digestive system as a bustling city, with food being the tourists. Now these tourists need a comfortable medium to travel. That's where water steps in, being the perfect transport system, helping to move the food along the digestive tract smoothly. But that's not all. Water also lends a hand in breaking down the food into smaller, more manageable pieces. Let's think about this for a moment. Have you ever tried to make a smoothie without adding any liquid? It just doesn't work, does it? The same principle applies to our body. Water acts as a catalyst in the process of digestion, breaking down food so that our bodies can absorb the nutrients effectively. Now let's talk about saliva, a rather unappreciated hero in our digestive process. Our bodies produce about 1 to 2 liters of saliva each day. And guess what? It's made up of about 99% water. Saliva starts the digestion process even before the food reaches our stomach. It moistens the food, making it easier to swallow, and contains enzymes that kickstart the breakdown process. But the role of water doesn't stop there. It's also crucial in the absorption of nutrients. Water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and B complex rely heavily on water for absorption. Without enough water, these essential nutrients may not be fully absorbed, leaving our bodies at a potential health deficit. Now let's consider the waste disposal system of our digestive city. Water is essential in maintaining a healthy bowel movement and preventing constipation, acting as a natural lubricant for our digestive system, if you will. So, water plays an important role in digestion, but does it have the same benefits when consumed during meals? Well, that's a question we'll be tackling in our next segment. Stay tuned. The question remains, does drinking water during meals hinder digestion? It's a query that sparked numerous debates, and today we'll delve into the science behind it. Some theories suggest that consuming water during meals can dilute stomach acid, potentially affecting the digestion process. Stomach acid, also known as gastric acid, plays a crucial role in breaking down the food we consume. When diluted, this acid may not break down food as effectively, leading to slower digestion. At least, that's the theory. However, scientific evidence supporting this theory is scant. In fact, research indicates the opposite. The stomach is designed to adjust its acid levels based on the food and drink we consume. Drinking water during meals might momentarily dilute the acid, but the stomach responds by producing more acid to maintain the balance. Contrary to the dilution theory, water can actually aid in digestion. It assists in softening the food, making it easier for the stomach to break it down. Moreover, water is a necessary component in the production of digestive enzymes. These enzymes are critical for breaking down food into nutrients that our bodies can absorb. Nutrient absorption is another area where water plays a significant role. Water-soluble vitamins, such as vitamin C and the B vitamins, require water for absorption. Drinking water during meals can help ensure these vitamins are properly absorbed into our bodies. Expert opinions echo these scientific findings. Most nutritionists and dietitians agree that drinking water during meals can aid digestion rather than hinder it. They suggest that the key is moderation. Drinking a reasonable amount of water with meals can help digestion and nutrient absorption, while excessive amounts might lead to feelings of discomfort or bloating. As we can see, the effect of drinking water during meals is not as straightforward as it may seem. Like many aspects of health and nutrition, it's about balance. So the next time you sit down for a meal, don't be too quick to push that glass of water aside. It might be playing a more important role in your meal than you think. Given what we've learned, what's the best way to approach drinking water with meals? The answer, it turns out, is quite simple and straightforward. The key is balance and moderation. Firstly, it's generally okay to drink water during meals. In fact, it can be beneficial. Water is a vital component of our bodies and plays a crucial role in digestion. It aids in breaking down food so that your body can absorb the nutrients. Not to mention, it keeps your mouth moist and aids in swallowing. However, it's not a good idea to gulp down a gallon right before or after a large meal. Excessive amounts of water can lead to a feeling of bloating and discomfort. This is because it dilutes the stomach acids and can affect the speed and efficiency of digestion. So the trick is to sip, not chug. Next, let's talk about timing. Drinking water before meals can be a helpful weight loss strategy. It fills up the stomach, which can help control portions and curb overeating. But again, moderation is key. A glass or two should suffice. On the other hand, if you're someone who experiences heartburn or acid reflux, you might want to avoid drinking water right before or during meals. This is because water can increase the volume of stomach contents and may exacerbate these conditions. What about drinking water after meals? Well, it's generally fine, but try to wait at least 30 minutes after eating. This gives your body time to digest the food properly. Lastly, it's important to remember that everyone's body is unique. What works for one person may not work for another. So when it comes to drinking water with meals, it's crucial to listen to your body. Pay attention to how it reacts and adjust your habits accordingly. In summary, drinking water with meals isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's about finding a balance between hydration and comfort, and above all, listening to your body. Remember, every individual is different, so it's important to listen to your body. So, to wrap things up, we've taken a deep dive into the fascinating world of digestion and hydration. We've busted the myth that drinking water during meals dilutes stomach acids and hampers digestion. Instead, we've learned that water plays a crucial role in breaking down food and absorbing nutrients. Not to mention that it keeps us hydrated and aids in preventing overeating. We've explored the science behind drinking water during meals and discovered that it doesn't interfere with digestion. Rather, it can actually enhance the process. In terms of practical tips, we've discussed the idea of drinking smaller amounts of water throughout the meal, rather than large quantities all at once. This approach can help us stay hydrated without feeling overly full. Next time you sit down to eat, you'll know the facts about drinking water with your meal. Please like, share, and subscribe for more health-related content.